Stop number 9 on the Castrol GTX Indy car series brings us to Sanair International to Sanair Super Speedway. Now I said I was going to do Pikes Peak for the next stop on the tour, but I've done some test races and the game crashed on me there. So instead of Pikes Peak, we're going to go up north of the border this time to Sanair Raceway, and for the running of the Molson Indy 300. And so this track is a 9/10 of a mile racetrack here. Actually, one of the shortest tracks we'll be running on the circuit. Well, of course, we'll be heading to Iowa Speedway a little bit later in the season. Here, actually, one of the last stops in the tour. Actually, will be so far. This track is 9/10 of a mile long. This track is actually a double-purpose track because right beside the triangle track that is Sanair Raceway is actually a drag strip where they held the NHRA cars there for up until about 1992, and so this actually is a multi-purpose facility that is the track, and there's actually a drift course. Actually, I guess you might say for the drift cars. I probably like to call them. But we're going 45 laps today for the Molson Indy 300. So let's get to the starting line for today's running of this event. On the pole, the number 13 Geico Chevrolet. It is Seth Cole on the pole for today's event. He'll be alongside the number 3 Hitachi Chevrolet of second place in the points, Dylan Thoreau. He's on the outside. Ryan George, the winner at Lime Rock, has the outside in the Verizon Chevrolet car number 12. He'll be alongside Alex Hawkins, number 15 National Guard Honda. Nathan Hudson has the inside of the next row down in the NTN Toyota, car number 17, only Toyota in the field. He's currently 5th in the points chase with that car so far. He'll be alongside the number 35 Red Bull Honda for Red Bull Racing. It's Pichu London. Then it's Zachary Fitzwater, number 33 Spotify Honda. He'll be alongside the number 63 Honda of DJ Curtis. Leon Alvarez is the best of the qualifiers for the Target Chip Ganassi team. He'll be in the number 9 Target Chevrolet. He'll be alongside Dallas McIntosh, two-time winner this season, the National Guard Honda, car number 16. Then it's Kev Shearer, the number 77 Honda, having the inside of the next row down. Shearer currently sitting 20th in the standings coming in. He'll be alongside Paul Barber, the number 41 Haas Automation Honda. Then it's James Richardson, number 60 Valvoline Chevrolet, having the inside of the next row down. And Nathan Hood, who almost won the Indianapolis 500 this season, RW Honda, car number 67. Then it's Davey Johnson, the Castrol GTX Honda, car number 70, and he'll be alongside the number 27 UFD Honda of Joshua Sakuli. Then it's the number 43 STP Honda of Joshua Collard, having the inside of the next round, and beside him, Jesse Turner, number 22 Chevrolet. Then it's the number 38 Sprite Harley-Davidson Ford of Keith Batson. He'll be alongside the number 2 Verizon Chevrolet of Dylan Young. He's a championship leader coming into this race, in spite of the fact he's not yet won. Then it's the number 11 FedEx Chevrolet of JT Bryant, who won at Mexico City this season, the other international stop on the tour. He'll be alongside Blaine Keys in number 28 Honda. Actually, this is the third international stop on the tour. We went to the Canadian Tire Raceway for the Canadian Grand Prix. London Wright in number 81 Black and Red Racing Coca-Cola Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the number 20 Fuzzy Chevrolet of Daniel Olson alongside. Then it's Nicholas Romero, the Indianapolis 500 champ, in number 29 Ford EcoBoost Ford. He'll be alongside Sam Rogers, number 56 Menards Glidden Paynes Quaker State Buick. Next row down has Johnny Gardner, number 4 National Guard Honda. Alongside of him, the number 10 Target Chip Ganassi Chevrolet of John Arndt. Jason Blanford in the number 58 Hess Ford has the inside of the next row down, and beside him, Nick Gunther, number 61 Ferrari. And here comes the command to fire the engines here at Sanair.
Drivers, start your engines.
Command's been given to fire the engines. We can have a racing here today on this 9/10 mile racetrack at Sanair. Levi Shones, Marty Johnson, Austin Gipe, Elijah Gordon, Joshua Osborne, Amar Sattermer Jr., and Sky Commons are the remainder for the remaining qualifiers. Seth Cole, NNSCRA Motorsports, leading them all down here at Sanair Raceway as the field lines up for the start, and we are underway in the Molson Indy 300. Now this track is triangle shaped, much like Pocono, except this track is a whole lot shorter, as we mentioned before, and all three straightaways are equal, believe it or not, unlike Pocono. And Seth Cole already jumping out to a pretty good sized lead right now. Ryan George going into second position around his Penske teammate Dylan Thoreau. Then Nathan Hudson going into trying to go for third inside of Brian George. They qualified here at just over 120 miles per hour on this racetrack. Dylan Thoreau outside of the racetrack here. There comes Zachary Fitzwater, car 33 in the Spotify Honda. Kind of a black and a lime green color machine on that car. And he's got right behind him Leon Alvarez in the number 9 Target machine. That's one of the 3 Chip Ganassi cars in the field. Right behind them there, Kev Shearer and Alex Hawkins battling it out there. James Richardson and Pichu London. And there comes Shearer trying to go to the inside of Alvarez for position. But nothing doing it. And I tell you what, with Dylan Thoreau stuck up on the outside of the racetrack, one car he hopes to not see as the championship leader, which happens to be his teammate, Dylan Young. As the Penske cars are actually 1-2 in the points coming in. Young with the leader and Thoreau running in second in points. As you see, James Richardson now battling for position there with Alex Hawkins, who's still on the high side. Hawkins won at Atlanta this season. There's Pichu. There's Davey Johnson now battling with the STP car of Joshua Collard. Collard trying to go up underneath Johnson. Nothing doing at the moment as they go through turn 2. This track, like Pocono, of course, of being a triangle, it is a 3-turn course. Keith Batson, who's had a soft season at the moment, though, running 35th in the standings. He's currently with a solid run right now in 14th. Underneath DJ Curtis, there's JT Bryant in the FedEx car, the Denny Hamlin colors inside of Curtis. Dallas McIntosh, 2-time winner of the season at Homestead and Phoenix. And boy, little close corners there between McIntosh and Lyndon Wright. And Lyndon Wright's one of those who's been on a big slump. He was up as far as 5th place in the points chase coming into this race. But right now has slipped to 32nd in the standings with a few bad runs there. And right behind him is the Indianapolis 500 champ, Nicholas Romero. The lead still being held by Seth Cole, the number 13 car, with Ryan George and Nathan Hudson running second and third at the moment. As we are almost a quarter of a way through this Molson Indy 300, 45 laps of distance here today on this short racetrack. This is not the shortest track on the circuit we'll be heading to. The 9/10 mile triangle is Sanair, but we're also heading to Iowa Speedway, which is a little bit later in the season, though. That's a 7/8 mile D-shaper. That'll be one of our stops there. Darn pace car. That'll be one of our late stops on the tour. And actually, it'll be the shortest track we'll be running. Jason Blanford now trying to get around Nathan Hood for position. Blanford running in 25th, Hood in 24th. And there's on a battle for the inside. Johnny Gardner going inside of Paul Barber and trying to follow Joshua Sakuli up through the field. Sikuli's next victim would be Jesse Turner in the number 22 machine. Turner running in 20th. One of those guys kind of like a little bit, not a bit pleased with his results in some ways, because he kind of wants to be because that team wants to be a front pack runner instead of mid pack. But of course, then again, everybody wants to be a front pack runner. Obviously, you know, they're no different than anybody else. But Turner right now doing a pretty good job trying to hold off Joshua Sikuli, as up ahead of him is the point leader Dylan Young in 19th. And let's see, he came in his race 11 points ahead of Dylan Thoreau for the lead. And Thoreau right now running in the... Actually, he's dropped back, I believe, hadn't he? Yeah. No, Thoreau is running in 8th position at the moment, so he is barely... So he actually is 11 points ahead, 11 positions ahead of Dylan Young. So the race were to end right now, it'd be a dead tie for the lead. But then again, you do have other contenders in the points as well. Lyndon Wright losing a spot there to Keith Batson. For position, Wright running in 15th. There's the lead, still being held by Seth Cole, the number 13 Geico Chevrolet powered Indy car. No surprise, driving his Casey Mears colors. And there's third place in the points, Blaine Keys running in 37th, dead last in the field. Some of the cars DNQ'd. And if you did, apologies to you on that one. Some of the back of the pack runners there. Nick Gunther, not a good day for him in the Ferrari team. Austin Geip, Amar Stoudemire Jr., who actually got up as far as 7th place in the points chase. He's slumped a little bit. Running in 12th place in the points at the moment, but right now running 30th in the race behind Texas winner Sky Commons. And some of the cars stuck up the high side in the field there. Paul Barber, the number 41 car. Driving the Kurt Busch colors here, the number 41 Haas Automation Honda. As far as engines are concerned, Honda and Chevrolet are the dominators in the field. Amar Stoudemire Jr., one of the two Buicks in the field. The other one is just behind him. That is the number, there it is right there, 56 of Sam Rogers in the white car. Not the white and green car, which is Marty Johnson in the number 34 car. And now Joshua Osborne drops the dead last in the field. Osborne having a terrible season up to this point, though, running in 34th in the points chase, and he hopes to move his way up through the field before this race is over. Osborne's best finish, by the way, was a 3rd at Canadian Tire Raceway. But right now, Seth Cole has them all in tow. Ryan George, the winner at Lime Rock, running in 2nd position, and that was one of his favorite wins, I guess you might say. Nathan Hudson, and that's the only Toyota-powered Indy car in the field, and this car's been solid this season, running 5th place in the standings. Had a 4th place run at Lime Rock, had a 5th in the Indianapolis 500. And so far, so good for Hudson right now in the number 17 machine, the number 17 Pac West NTN Toyota powered car. Trying to get underneath Ryan George for position right now, trying to get close enough to him, but still about 0.2 of a second back. Zachary Fitzwater, who's had a slow start, he is 40th in the points coming in, and this would be a great pick-me-up for him. Points-wise, if Fitzwater holds on. Fitzwater currently 40th in the standings. He's currently 4th in this race in the Spotify machine. So he is running very, very strong at this point here. Leon Alvarez running in 5th place. Kev Shear in 6th. 7th position, James Richardson. 8th is Dylan Thoreau. Then Pichu Lennon, one of the two Red Bull cars, running in 9th. The other Red Bull car, driven by Abe Troxel. Let's see here. Unfortunately for him, his teammate Abe Troxel failed to qualify for the race, I think. He's number 95, and yeah, he, unfortunately for him, failed to make the show here at Sanair. So Pichu right now looking pretty strong there, the only representative for Red Bull Racing in this race here. He's in 9th. 10th position, Davey Johnson in the Castrol GTX team. There's Alex Hoggins, the Atlanta winner, in number 15. Joshua Collard running in 12th spot. Running 20, as we are now 23 laps into the race here, 22 to go, so just past halfway. Starting to get just a little bit, starting to get just a little bit spread out here as Seth Cole leads him down. Blaine Keys, of course, like I said, he's running in 36th position. Blaine Keys, as I said, won at Canadian Tire Raceway, the road course in Ontario. So apparently the track here at in Montreal not quite agreeing with he or Joshua Osborne, who both recorded top 5s at Canadian Tire. This track is actually in Montreal. Actually, it's actually on the outskirts of Montreal. It's actually in a town of Saint-Pie, Quebec. Which actually, if you read the word Saint-Pie, it's actually easily confused with the word Saint Pie. So actually, it's actually pronounced Saint-Pie. It's actually a French town in Quebec, which actually is partially a French, which is actually a French province in Quebec, so in Canada. So this track is not. So there's actually 2 tracks in Montreal, actually, besides Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, which everybody knows which of course is known in our community as the death trap of all road courses. Austin Geip moving Lamar Stoudemire Jr. up the track now in the number 32. Geip in the number 5, the Dollar General machine. And he dives inside. That's for 29th position. 29th there, actually. So trying to see some good battles on the racetrack as the field is basically just single file at the moment. Nick Gunther trying to get underneath at Stoudemire as well. Sky Cummins running in 28th position. Sky currently sitting 16th in the standings after his win at Texas, the last stop in the tour. Jason Blanford right now running 15th in the standings. He's currently 27th in this race. Nathan Hood up ahead. There's Elijah Gordon, 26th car. Daniel Olson driving Ed Carpenter Racing's Fuzzy machine. And up ahead of him is Levi Shones driving for AJ Foyt. Johnny Gardner running in 22nd position. Gardner up to 6th place in the standings. A good solid run. He finished 3rd at the race at Lime Rock. Joshua Sakuli having a good run, having a solid run in 21st, having an okay run in 21st position in this race. Sakuli just outside the top 10 in the standings. He's currently 11th in the points. Jesse Turner running 20th. Point leader Dylan Young running in 19th. And he knows his teammate Dylan Thoreau is just about where he needs to right now to tie him in the points. Dallas McIntosh running in 18th position, 2-time winner this season. DJ Curtis running in 17th. 16th is Nicholas Romero, the Indianapolis 500 champ. Lyndon Wright running in 18th, or 15th at the moment, excuse me. Keith Batson 14th. 13th is JT Bryant. maybe right through the back, from the back to the front in the field. Joshua Collar just outside the top 10 and in 12th position, trying to get underneath Alex Hawkins in 11th. Trying to, I guess in some ways it's trying to move your way up through the, trying to get close to whoever it is in front of you, which is in some ways very, very tough to do. As one groove as this racetrack has been. Sorry for the delay of talking here. Phone rang. Seth Cole leading them all down as we have just now got 10 laps to go as the vehicle rounds through turn number 2 at Sanair. No change among the leaders at the moment. But for Seth Cole, this would be a big win for him, actually, for him, because he comes into this race 22nd in standings coming in. He almost took the title at Texas. He's giving that Gecko a great ride at the moment right now, I guess you might say, in his Casey Mears colors. Nathan Hudson still trying to get up underneath the 12 of Ryan George for position. So really for among the top... So actually 2 of the top 10 runners in the points chase in the top 3 spots. Actually, if you think about it, 2 of the top 10 runners are actually in the top 5 in the points there. Leon Alvarez, who's running in 5th position at the moment, runs right now in the 30th place in the standings at the moment. So, and then you got the 40th in the point. Then you got 40th in the points. Zachary Fitzwater running in 4th spot. So, a couple of guys having much needed good runs. So 2 of the, and then you got Seth Cole 22nd. So 3 of the guys having much needed good runs in the points, or having good runs for the points, I should say. But Ryan George right now runs 7th in the standings, and Nathan Hudson runs 5th. And they are currently 2nd and 3rd in this race at the moment right now. So it's boring. So a boring race like this, I kind of had to throw out a few facts or two, but with this IndyCar series, I guess you might say it's a trial and error test on some of the tracks. Coming down for 5 laps to go for Seth Cole, for Seth Cole in the Molson Indy 300. Sixth position still is Kev Shearer. 7th is still James Richardson. 8th, Dylan Thoreau. 9th is Pichu London, and 10th position is Davey Johnson. As the field comes down for out of corner number 4 with 4 laps to go. Sorry for the lag here on my fraps. Take you through the field right there. Dylan Young, the point leader, still running in 19th position. So 2 laps to go, this time by. Seth Cole has been the dominant car all day long. Started from the pole in this race at over 120 miles per hour, averaging almost 120 at the moment, just under 119 at the moment. Field rounding off corner number 2. Seth Cole will see the white flag this time by off the third turn he comes. Ryan George has kept it close all the way, but not enough to mount a charge on Seth Cole. The white flag is waved. 1 lap to go for Seth Cole. He has not yet won an IndyCar Series in the Castrol GTX IndyCar Series so far yet. But he is 1 turn away from doing so, though, as he rounds through the third turn. The Geico Chevy-powered machine for NNSCRA Motorsports takes it all today. Seth Cole wins the Molson Indy 300 at Sanair. Second place will go to Ryan George. Third spot will go to Nathan Hudson. Zachary Fitzwater 4th. Leon Alvarez finishing in 5th. 6th, Kev Shearer. 7th, James Richardson. 8th, Dylan Thoreau. 9th was Pichu London. And 10th, Davey Johnson. So there's the finishers in this race. Kind of a one-sided here in this event. And there's the whole finishers in this race here. Sky Cummins currently finishing 28th in this race. See where you finished up here today. And there's the rest of the finishers. Like I said, if you DNQ'd in this race, I am sorry for that, because I mean I try not to have any races DNQ'd or whatever. But anyway, so Joshua Osborne, not a good day for him, or Blaine Keys. Like I said, the two of the drivers who finished great and who finished good, who had good runs at Canadian Tire Raceway, well, the Quebec Air didn't quite agree with them. So, but our congratulations again to Seth Cole, a big winner here today at Sanair Raceway in the Molson Indy 300. As we'll head to Charlotte Motor Speedway, the next stop on the tour for the Charlotte 300. So until then, this is James Qualls, production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.